Welcome to the second season of the Uriah Jokes Podcast. The podcast that had 55 episodes in the first season. And the only sponsor we got was from someone that thought this was an AA meeting. Now, welcome your host, who was the one that thought this was the AA meeting, Uriah Wesman. Fantastic. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Fantastic. How's everyone doing? Anxiety over the election? Well, get high, you morons. Just go to Oregon, drop some legal acid, and start your own summer of love in the local brew pub. Shop local, be local, act globally. If it's not open, that's what the acid is for, you moron. And yeah, throughout this show, I do receive fan mail from a fan who is actually a bill collector pretending to be a fan. Oh, you sick son of a bitch. I thought I had somebody that's a fan of this show, but you just want money from me. You're like everyone else in the world. Every time I order food, they're like, money? I'm like, I wish. Yeah, I've been yelled at by my only fan. He's like, why do you do a different voice but not a different looking character? I don't have the money to build other characters. I can barely take care of myself. I'm a mid-level, disgraced man disguised as a low-level man who once had it all. And by all, I mean, all I want is this sentence to end. But like the election, it plans on going forever, like getting that COVID-19 test result. Guess what? You're positive. Positively a moron. What the hell's going on here? Season 2, we're going off the rails. Look at these books. This is what happens when you never read books and they're like, Uriah, you gotta put some books to show that you're intellectual. What is a better way to be an intellectual than having a dictionary? Except I really just had the dictionary because I barely know any words. Also got this book called Hush Hush. It's about Stormy Daniels. And I got Jerry Seinfeld, which I got that as a gift. And they say it's a gift that keeps on giving. Well, all I got was this book, so I guess they're wrong there. And one thing I want to say is to thank everyone, whoever you are, whatever you are. I'm a progressive, yeah. How are you whistling, Hollywood? I'm a progressive. Car insurance. But thank you just for continuing to keep this show at 0 episodes, at 0 views. All of our episodes get views. This is amazing. I'm less of a failure than I thought. And if this is the first time you're checking this podcast out, what the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, that's not gonna win any more listeners. This guy is making fun of me when I'm listening to him. What the hell? But so, I'm just getting word. Yeah, I'm just getting word. We have an election update. We're gonna head to the boiler room. Head to the boiler room. Welcome to the boiler room. Yeah, the world, the only thing hotter is the boiler room. Oh, the boiler room. Oh man, I'm currently sleeping in a nightmare. I don't understand these numbers. My life is a nightmare on Elm Street. I'm in the boiler room. Man, get me out of here. Get me out of the boiler room. This is a room for boiling numbers, votes, and the only thing more alluring is the figures, and those figures are the digits of those digits for the election results. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm a barista. Before this, I was a barista. I don't understand these numbers. And this is the boiler room. There's too many numbers. Are they real or are they fake? Back to you. Fantastic. I don't know whether or not any of these, we're hitting any of these regulations that make that a safe environment, but he chose to be in the boiler room, and in boiler room, it's a nightmare room, and that, I don't think anyone's gonna win this election, I'm pretty sure, but man, this election is a hot button issue. With those results, I'm talking about a boiling pot, a melting pot of emotion, which is America right now. Oh. But with those results, somebody is already dropping like it's hot. Speaking of dropping it off, you need to drop off that resume. Yes, it's a tough economy. Even tougher now that if you don't pay off that hot tub in your living room, the repo man will take away that Olympic-sized swimming pool, threatening the mid-level Victorian house foundation to its core. And of course, that foundation is democracy. Don't put a huge Olympic swimming pool in the democracy house if you're afraid to get wet. And that's what people are calling blowback. Everyone knows that when you fight with your significant other, you always run off by the ocean or a giant tree. A giant tree to have a serious conversation with a more dramatic backdrop. That backdrop is a harsh job market right now, but there's one surefire way to save your relationship, save your house, and get hired immediately by using this method. And that's where I'm 4 out of 4 in all job interviews in America. That's factually accurate. People hire me and think it's a good idea. If that's not white privilege, I don't know what is. But in a job interview, it's a power move to move stuff around on the desk. And if there's an apple on the desk, eat it. If that apple ends up being plastic or poisoned, like in the Disney fairy tale, commit to the bit. You always commit to the bit, even if it's failing. I don't know. Well, Google it. All right. And with this, if you do what I'm saying right now, you'll probably even take that guy's job. How do you think I got this job? I took it from another person that was supposed to take it. And I think they wanted to start an AA meeting, but that's the show. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, thanks for listening. Just picture a guy trying to break in the local barnyard scene. And that's what I look like at the end of the day. And this has been the Uriah Jokes Podcast. It's every Monday, it's every Tuesday, it's every Wednesday, it's every Thursday. And that's all the days. Follow me on Instagram at Uriah Jokes. I post stuff all the time. I lose followers every time I post.